probably more rare, like the albino one.
Yeah, the albino is really rare. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of reacting to Reddit stuff about tarantulas. Again, today I have Gregor with me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of reviewing some Reddit threads.
Matitz is once again not here, so give him some hate in the comments if you want. But it's a joke, by the way. Don't do that. But let's start with some topics that I searched for a while and find some that are interesting. So let's start. This is a post asking about what kind of tarantula you would recommend for beginners. This Chromatopelma cyanopubescens is definitely not it. This is the green bottle blue tarantula. You know which one it is, Greta?
No clue.
It's this.
A green bottle, blue.
Yes.
Wow, it looks amazing.
It looks really nice, but the problem is tarantulas that this species is just very defensive and is not the best for beginners. It grows fast, it eats a lot, it's nice, but it's not for beginners. You are never ever going to be able to hold it, because especially they don't like that. Their husbandry is kind of tricky because they prefer drier environments, like a deserty type thing, even though they're Brazilians. So some people might get, I don't know, turned off with that. But yeah, I had a bunch of them. I still have another one. I always have this species. It's very nice, but not for beginners. So Acanthoscuria geniculata, it's, you know what this species is?
I think so. This is the one you talk about a lot.
This one.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of them. Basically, I had giant ones and then I sold them off and have smaller ones again, because they're super cheap to get, and they grow very fast, and they grow to, I think they grow to 20 centimeters in wingspan, so it's kind of gigantic when it grows up, but you don't do that. It's a very food driven tarantula. It eats everything unless it's in pre-mold, so I wouldn't recommend getting this, but much better option than Chromatopelma pubescens. Actually, I mentioned in the last video, I think, that Acanthoscuria geniculata is not a bad beginner species, and I still think it's not the best, but if you want something more on a wild side that is a little bit faster, but won't escape, it's not the point of them. They actually stand their ground when they're bigger. I think Acanthoscuria geniculata is not a bad option either. And Clitocatl, you saw the brown tarantulas from Mexico. Normal species. Good beginner. If you want a beginner species, I would recommend this, but I would also suggest that whatever species you buy, even if it's like a Acanthoscuria geniculata, you buy you buy it a little bit bigger, at least like 6 centimeters in wingspan, 6-7, and 6, and so it's more grown. You're not prone to them dying as slings for no reason, and it's just a better overall experience to have a small female or a male. It doesn't matter which gender or what you buy. It doesn't really matter. It matters later on, but for a beginner, for a first time keeper, Clitocatls or Brachypelmas are good. If you want more feisty things, I think geniculata is kind of perfect for that. So, but you need to be aware that it's more spicy. So next up, Oh, this is another thing I hate, and I mentioned to you multiple times. Oh, it's not that. It's not sexing, but it looks like it broke. But it's no, it's not nematodes, but it's broken its fangs. It's not the best picture. I never had this experience before. I mean, that's why you saw me feed them sometimes. But when I handle them, when moving them around, I use plastic or paper straws because it's much safer. Because on paper and on plastic, they can't break their teeth. And on metal, they can just do that because their teeth are not as strong. They are pretty strong, but it's not strong as metal. So they do break occasionally with like if they bite into stuff. And yeah, as this comment suggested, it's good that you make a bug slurry. You would like that, huh? Bug slurry. Basically, yeah, you cut up road.
I mean, I did not know that you could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I see that you can just like put them in a blender, I guess.
I wouldn't. I mean, if I had to, I would do that, but I didn't do that. I don't have the experience with it, so yeah. And
I mean, I know you always say that you do use the paper or plastic straws, and I think that's a pretty good uh, fix for this. I mean, you can avoid problems.
yeah, but they can actually just like if they bite the side of the enclosure, like into the plastic tops, they can maybe do that as well. Because I know, tarantulas are not the smartest animals at all. So yeah, these are clumsy, and they can bite their water dishes and break the teeth just because they want to move it and they don't understand how. So yeah. I mean, I do use when feeding them, I do use like metal tongs, but I use a great distance. I don't feed them direct in the mouth. So.
You drop the bug and they catch it.
And that's it. But it's maybe they didn't do that. Maybe they didn't feed them with metal tongs, and maybe there are some other circumstances, but we don't know that information. So yeah, you can make smoothie roaches and mealworms, but that's kind of gross.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, I've seen a very interesting question down below. Do they regrow the fangs?
Yes,
Ah, okay.
they can regrow everything.
Here. Can they grow their fangs back after another molt? Yes.
Yes, they can. And I don't know how it looks like because I will show you in the later topics. But they regrow when they regrow limbs. They don't regrow them full strength. But I will show you what I mean, so you will understand it better. But yeah, they regrow their fangs, and I think after she molts, it will be it will have fangs again. It will be easier. But yeah, tough luck there. So. This is just a funny meme because
Bob the Builder?
yeah, Bob the Builder meme, because yeah, they don't dig with their I mean, it's not logical, but they don't have strong legs. Actually, they do dig mostly with their mouths or in those front two legs, which are not legs but they're pedipalps. So yeah, they don't use these legs for digging like a lizard or a mammal would do. They use the teeth and the front two pedipalps. So that's an interesting thing for you. Because yeah, they dug up stuff like this and they pick it up with their teeth and move it to the other side where they want to place dirt or anything they can move. So it's kind of funny in that way.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, you're learning a lot of stuff in these videos. Hopefully viewers as well, because I am really trying to do more educational to pick more educational topics. So yeah. Okay, so this is interesting. Yeah, you can see it in the video. What do you think the tarantula is trying to do?
I think it's just trying to drink some water.
No.
No?
No, I mean it's a much stupider answer than you think. Basically, she's trying to move the water ball, and because she's on it, she can't move it. She's a stupid spider. And yeah, this is the way they can damage their fangs. So,
No.
you know, maybe that's how the first topic, the spider injured her fangs. But yeah, basically, it's not a smart animal. She's trying to move the water dish, and it can't move it because you know the physics about it. Oh, because you're a poor human, but tarantulas don't really get that. So it's trying to move the water dish when it's on it, and it's never gonna work. So yeah, that's just a funny topic. Okay. Oh, this is a good video. Have you ever seen a tarantula full molt happened in fast footage?
Not in fast footage, but I do believe I've seen some of your videos.
No, this is like sped up footage of the whole process. It's kind of interesting, I think.
Man, yeah, but it's the same for like the lizards, the snakes. They all mold the same way, right? They just wait and shed out of their skin.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah.
And you can see the white fangs and everything. This is not a tarantula that is ready to do anything. Basically, they have to wait for the exoskeleton of them to harden so they can eat and do anything else. So this is their most vulnerable state when they're post-molt or before it, because they can't move anything, because they need to save up energy for it to molt to get out of the former exoskeleton. So yeah, this is a crazy thing, but I do love it when they molt and it's successful and everything, and you pick up the molt. It's quite cool. Yeah, but you know, this takes at least like few hours. When they're bigger, it can take up to 12 hours, even 24. So it's quite a lengthy process. So it's really interesting to see. Okay, next up. Can you guess if this is a male or a female?
Let me read what he said first. My first tarantula just molted. Doesn't even feel like I've had them that long, and unfortunately looks like I won't have them for a lot longer. What? All right, zooming on the picture. Yeah, I mean the long legs probably because he's male, right?
Yeah, and there's this, which is the tibia hooks. This is the male. Basically, it's a hook on the leg, which he uses to hold up female's fangs, so she doesn't eat them. That's basically their function. Not all the males have them, but some of them do. And this is the picture of the boxing glove that I was talking about in the last video. You can see it's there. So yeah, this is a mature male. And this is the species that we looked before, Chromatopaean Matsina pubescens, the green bottle rook. And they don't live, I think, half a year after they matured. So it's not the better short lifespan. Yeah, because most of the males die very fast. African males live up like a month, so you need to speed up the process. It depends on the species, but like old, you understand what New World old world differences are, right? Now,
Yes.
no, the New World species, they can live up to a year or two after they molt because their lifespan is much longer. But old worlds die really fast, so it's kind of a sad process. So next topic. Okay, this is.
Isn't this the species of tarantula that our friend has?
No, he doesn't have that. I don't think he has this. It's not the same. I mean, I have this species, so I know what it is. Let's see if the comments guessed it. Yeah, they guessed it. Megaphobema robustum. It's a completely different species. I do have one as well, but it is essentially a pet rock it has a gigantic plastic box which has a lot of soil in it, and it basically lives in the dirt on the bottom side of it, and that's it basically. I don't see it ever, so that's it. So this is not a proper enclosure for it. I mean, is they sold it to you as this species, which I'll show you what it looks like. It doesn't look like that at all. This is what it was supposed to be sold as. You see, it's not even close to the same species. This is a desert species, and this is a, what is it? This is a Colombian species which requires a lot more moisture because they do live in rainforests. So it's not even close. But yeah, I'm sure people recommend it in the comments. Yeah, fossorial moisture dependent species. Yeah, they need at least 15 to 20 centimeters of soil to be able to dig, because they are semi-fossorial. They mostly spend their time on soil, so they don't require deserty stuff. I mean, they have moss in, but you know, not the best enclosure, so needs to be fixed. Okay, so this is what I was talking to you about before with regrowing limbs. As you can see, this leg doesn't look the same as this one, and it is because the tarantula dropped it in the past or lost it, whatever happened to it. And this is the molt after. Basically, the last molt before it dropped it, it didn't have it, and then it molted and it grows like this. So yeah, it's not fully formed, but next molt or the molt after, you will never be able to spot that it dropped the leg. So this is how it looks.
Yeah, it's a lot weaker.
Yeah, it's a lot weaker, but you know, it's still a leg and it functions normally. But yeah, if you look for it, you can spot it. I mentioned in the video that I had the Amazonius germani female, the blonde brownish spider. I mentioned in the video that yeah, it did drop legs because it escaped before, and in the video I can't even spot which legs dropped because she molted twice after, so it in a molt or two it fixes itself. But yeah, this is their ability and it's quite special. They do regrow limbs like axolotls, and I think it's quite cool that they're able to do. Because you know, not all lizards can regrow tails, but all of the tarantulas can regrow limbs, so it's kind of nice. Yeah, and the comment section is about explaining, yeah, so it's really nice community. I do like it. This is a topic I wanted to talk about again, because this is a species, I mean, I think it's a fossorial species. It's a species that buries itself and lives there. But yeah, you know, this is the spider you're enjoying. And the problem I have is that some species, even though they have proper moisture and everything in the closure, their tunnel sometimes collapses and they're stuck inside, and I don't know whether to dig it out or leave it be, because you don't know what's happening, because you know, if the tarantulas is inside in the hole and you don't even have this look of it, you don't really know if tarantula is okay or not. So that's why I'm kind of not really the fan of some fossorial species. I mean, most of them, because you don't really know when they're younger. They still bury themselves, but you don't really know how they are because you never see them, and that's kind of a problem I have with them. So I'm not the biggest fan of fossorials anymore.
Yeah, I see your point, and it's pretty true. You know, it's not like an ant farm when you could just, you know, have them in a small terrarium and watch them. Here you can only see them
if you see them.
if you're lucky.
Yeah, and you're never sure if they're okay or not, and that's kind of I don't like that about my spiders. When I look at them, even though I have a gigantic collection of them, I mean 150, it's not the biggest, but whatever, I do look at them every week, at least once, and I check all of them. So if I don't see it, I check for other signs that tarantula is alive. But yeah, it's really annoying for them to be like this, and yeah, it's not the best. So think that what yeah, kind of don't dig her up, yeah, stress and everything. But yeah, it's not the best feeling for a tarantula keeper. Oh, I wanted to mention this, yeah. If you're a beginner species, never get a fossorial, because when you're a beginner, you always want to see your tarantula. I mean, I understand it. It's a new thing you have in your life. You want to look at it all the time, but fossorials don't want to be bothered. Like this spider, it just sits in a hole and it's happy and it comes out at night. So you're not gonna be happy with a tarantula that's it's inside the tunnel. So I don't recommend fossorials for any beginner at all. Even they're pretty, don't. It's not worth it. I know my favorite tarantula is a fossorial, technically, but I see it very rarely, so it's sad. But you know, don't get fossorials for beginners. That's my recommendations. So on the last topic, okay, this is the last topic, and it's kind of, no, it's the second to last. Yes, no, it's the last actually. Okay, it's fine. Can you have a guess what it's doing?
I mean, it's just making web.
Yeah, but what kind of web?
I'm not sure. I do not. I see it's in the air.
Yeah,
because it's probably,
it is. You're a bull spider. But
exactly. That's the word.
can you spot the thing in here? Can you spot the needles? Maybe that will give you the thing.
I mean, not really. I think it's better if you just tell me.
I mean, maybe you don't see it in the video, but there are needles on top of this pedipalps. So what does that tell us?
That it successfully made it.
No, that is a mature male. So yes,
okay.
when they reach maturity and they are after like 14 days, they do all the males, but some of them do it on the soil, so you don't spot it because they do destroy it afterwards. But the males do make a sperm web, which is this. It's a very thick white silky webbing. It's much thicker than normal spider webbing, the tarantula webbing, and it basically signals, yeah, this I'm ready for the stuff to do. So that's why they do it. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but it's basically every male does this when it's ready for a female. So yeah, this is a sign. Even if it's a mature male, they need to make this sperm web so they can be paired then. It's a kind of a known thing. So yeah. Yeah, sperm web, weird activities. Yeah, there is no...
Wait. Before you.
What?
Can you go one page back? What's the purple spider at the bottom? That looks cool.
This? It's not the same species. It's something completely different.
But it is a legit species.
I don't know. Maybe. I never seen this species. No.
Exactly. So it's probably more rare, like the albino one.
Yeah, the albino is really rare.
Good one. For the left track editor.
You're the editor. So the fossorial or the terrestrial spiders, the ones that are on the ground, for the spiders that are on the ground, they make the webbing like this, and they flip on the back to do it. So a lot of beginner keepers, I mean, I saw it twice. so I don't have the best experience with this, even though I bred some spiders, but I never saw them do the webbing, so it's kind of a rare sight to see. You see how they do it? They basically lie on their backs and do the stuff, and this is the webbing, and they do mostly destroy it after. So yeah, it's a weird thing to see, and that's why it's kind of interesting. I mean, if you saw it for the first time when you have a spider, it's really weird thing to see, because you know, mature males, most people when they keep some tarantulas for longer, they know that when a male matures, they don't molt ever again, like 99% of the time. As I said, that there are some exceptions, but most 99% of the males never ever molt again. So when people see the tarantulas flip on the back, or on its back, it's a weird thing to see. So yeah, that's an interesting thing to see, and this is how it looks like if it's not tarantulas, not that. So yeah, I think we talked about a lot of stuff again today. Hopefully you learned a lot of stuff again. You saw how the regenerative properties of tarantula looks like when they regrow limbs and everything. You saw the pedipalps again, so you're a tarantula expert by now. You have any more topics you want to discuss about next video?
I mean, not right now, but yeah, there's a lot of interesting species. I gotta say, the purple one really did piqued my interest. I know it's probably fake, like the albino one, but no.
What do you mean? Albino one is perfect. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
See, it's not even the right picture. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we found it. What is this? I never saw this species. And the name is so weird. Can you read that?
Yeah.
Antiqua species hedura. Okay, bro.
I mean, we can probably make a video about some like species we've never seen before.
I mean, yeah, it's a
But yeah, guys,
Meirach tarantula, I think.
yeah, I mean, also the albino tarantula is just
Not made up.
a joke.
Wait, it's real. Damn, you see?
Yeah, I see. Well, this one is for your collection. It's only 60 euros.
Only, yeah. It's very cheap.
But it looks amazing.
It looks nice, but you know, not all the slings make it to the junior phase. So when we are promoting the website, I don't like. So we're gonna close this. And we're gonna thank you everybody for watching this video. If you like it, leave a like, subscribe down below. I want to mention again, because I don't know if I mentioned in the last week's video, I am still uploading a short every day. I have been uploading it for 25 days now. So if you want to catch up on shorts, you go to my YouTube channel, you go down to shorts. I do it every day. It's lizards and tarantula all of the time, so it's good stuff, and I'm really putting an effort to it. So hopefully if you see it, you watch it and you enjoy it. Any more last words?
I mean, I only want to say thanks, guys, for watching. I did learn a lot, and I do every time we check these threads. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Also, shout out to Raccoon, who comments every time. His red parrot profile makes me laugh all the time. So good job, buddy.
So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you again, guys, so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe down below, and hopefully Matits will come to the next month's video. So again, thank you, and bye bye.